Look around you. Men today are a shadow of what we once were. Softened by comfort, addicted to distractions, and afraid to embrace our true nature. Society tells us masculinity is toxic, that strength, competition, and even ambition are dangerous. But what if I was to tell you that the more we suppress these traits, these feelings, these emotions, the more we start to lose ourselves? Over 70% of suicides are men. Why? Because we've been stripped of purpose, connection, and the very essence of what makes us men. We're told to blend in, suppress our drive, and to settle for mediocrity. And quite frankly, it's slowly killing us without any of us being aware. We're being taught by the government, by the news, by the education system, that we need to sit in place, never say what we're truly feeling, but to just do what we're told to do. Have to ask if you have to go to the toilet. Can't just primarily go to the toilet whenever you want. The foods we're eating are full of chemicals which didn't exist 20, 30 years ago, which is ultimately making us into weak, feminine bitches. But not all of us will fall. Some of us will rise. Some of us will reclaim what's been taken. And if you're watching this, you are one of us. The few willing to do the hard work to become stronger, sharper, and unshakable. Are you ready to reclaim your throne? Because here are 8 manly habits that will turn you into more of a man. I highly recommend watching the whole video because the last one is probably the most important one. Let's get started. Habit number 1, compete. This whole time, you've been taught that competition, that competing is toxic, and that you shouldn't compare yourself with others because people have different circumstances. Which I agree, it's true. But what if I was to tell you that the only person that you should be primarily competing against is your old self? That version of you from 1 hour ago. That version of you from 1 day ago. From a week ago. A month ago. A year ago. You need to compete. Because when you're competing, that naturally puts you in your masculine energy. How do you think I've become the man I've become today without competing? I would always want to be a better version of myself. And how can I do so? It's by looking at who I used to be and trying to be better than him. I used to fap every day 3 years ago. Let's hop on no fap and not fap. I go to the gym inconsistently. Let's start going to the gym more. We all have an instinct to compare against others. But bro, the only person you should be competing against is you. Because we actually all are in different scenarios. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. But this isn't to say that competing is bad. What if you were to start competing against guys who are maybe on the same level as you? Constantly trying to outdo each other. That's healthy competition. But when you look at guys who are maybe up here and you're down here and you're trying to compete with them, you're probably going to give up. It seems like super intimidating looking at their progress and how far ahead of you they are in the race. So that's just going to make you not masculine because you're going to be like, fuck competition. I'm just going to continue to indulge in bad habits, play video games because I'm never going to be the best. There is always a bigger fish in the sea. Quite frankly, you need to forget about that. You need to compete against you. You need to set your own goals and absolutely obliterate them. Because when you do, when you start to get this competitive masculine mindset, you'll naturally start to overtake people without even comparing yourself to them. What do you really think your old friends from high school are doing in their spare time? Do you really think they're on self improvement, trying to become better, trying to compete against their younger selves and become more masculine? Or are they just settling? Are they just doing what they've been told to do, like work that 9 to 5? Maybe go to the gym once a week because it keeps them healthy. They're not going all in. They're not sticking up a piece of paper on their wall and writing down their goals and realizing that competing in the race against men is one of the most masculine things you can do because it will make you so purpose driven, so much more ambition than your current lazy self. Start competing against younger you and you'll be shocked at the progress you make in literally like 1 month. Habit number 2, fighting legally. You do know one of the best ways to unleash your primal masculine energy is through fighting. Now, you hear the word fighting, it's an extremely intimidating word, and it's something which younger Adrian would always avoid. Why would I fight? I don't want to get hurt. I can just play a non-contact sport like basketball. Little did I know that even if it's just sparring in my backyard or my boxing bag, that puts me in my primal masculine energy. And it's something which I would neglect for forever. I was soft. I would never play like Aussie rules here in Australia just because tackling was included. I don't want to risk getting hurt. I was a pussy. Fighting makes you this much more masculine because you're just unleashing all your energy. You're doing what you want to do with your body. Now, I'm not saying go into street fights and do something which is just stupid and illogical. No. Do structured, proper fighting classes. Maybe just in your backyard. Maybe play wrestling with your friends, your brother. I don't know. But just doing some sort of act of movement with your arms, legs, kickboxing, Muay Thai, boxing, anything. I know for me, this is something I'm starting to take a lot more seriously this past month because like I just said, I used to never, ever, ever do it. But the more I've been consistent with it, I pretty much just feel more like a man. I'm probably going to record a 20 times better YouTube video if I can box 2 times a week. Just because I feel tougher, rougher, scrappier. I just feel like I earned this. Gym never gave me that. As important as building the aesthetic body is, which I'm going to get more into, fighting turned me into a 20 times more masculine man. And I've only been doing this for like 1 month or 2 months now, consistently at least. It taps into your core instincts. And yes, you're going to get hit in return. But bro, it's friendly and it builds resilience. I'd rather have the investment of getting hit in the face 100 times, but knowing that that will make me much more of a tougher man in the future. Pain is always linked to rewards. You're not going to get the rewards without going through pain. In the gym, you push your muscles hard. That's a bit of pain. And in return, you get the body. Fighting, maybe get hit in the head a couple times. Okay, in return, you're probably going to become more of a tougher, rugged, masculine man. Habit number 3, diet optimization. Your body is a temple. So you need to start treating it like one. You need to start throwing all of these instant gratification foods like Mackies, HSPs, Uber Eats. You need to throw all of that in the bin because it's serving you no good. It's instant gratification. While eating it, it makes you feel kinda good in the moment. But every single time after you finish consuming this meal, you say to yourself, why did I eat that? Why? That impulse got the best of me. When you let your impulses and urges get the best of you, and you're not being disciplined, that's naturally going to take you out of your masculine energy. Now, I'm not saying to never reward yourself or to never eat out. Obviously, okay, eat out, enjoy the fruit and labor of life. Balance, okay? But when you're locked in, when you're on your own and you have the option of eating your meal prepped beef mince with rice or ordering Uber Eats, come on, man. We all know what the right decision is. Probably the meal that has 40 grams of lean protein, healthy fats, and quality carbohydrates. Not the seed oil poison crap you can get from like Uber Eats. You want to be intentional with your diet. Have structure, because when you can be intentional with just eating the foods you want to eat, you're going to start to become more intentional in other areas of your life, like your gym workouts, like your business. You're going to become more of a man because you're intentional with your actions. If you're not intentional and you're just like going throughout life like it's La La Land, no discipline, just like soft and weak, and you say to yourself, I'm not going to meal prep today because I'm just not feeling like it. Bro, you're not going to make it far when you act like that. No, the funny thing is, no one is going to tell you that. No one is going to help you, but at least me in this YouTube video. No one's going to pull you out of your slump that you're in. No one's going to tell you to eat cleaner. No one's going to tell you to not order Uber Eats, but yourself. So you need to realize this, that you need to start being more intentional with your actions. I'm going to meal prep Monday to Sunday. I'm going to cook these meals so they're prepared for these days. See what I mean? That will naturally make you more logical. That will naturally make you a better decision maker. That will naturally put you more in your masculine energy because you're intentional. You're not wasting time. You're not indulging in crap. You're eating the right foods. And now every other area of your life is only going to compound because of that. Habit number 4, lift weights. Weightlifting specifically builds more than just muscle. It builds discipline. Think of the version of you who can consistently go to the gym 3 to 4 times over the course of a year. Despite how much muscle he's probably built if he's been training in the hypertrophy rep range, think of how much more disciplined he's going to be. Like, you can blame genetics. Maybe you haven't built as much muscle as you want to. But bro, think like long term. You just went to the gym consistently for 1 year. You're now 100 times more disciplined than your current self. You're probably going to work twice as hard the next year. Or the next year, and even the next year. And this discipline is going to be contagious in every other area of your life. You're going to start to be more disciplined with your work, your business, your friendships, your relationships, your studies. Discipline is one of the most attractive masculine traits you can have. And right now, if I had to put money on it, bro, you're probably not as disciplined as you think you are. Or maybe you're settling and think you're already your most disciplined self. Discipline is endless. I'm still trying to become more disciplined, and I've been going to the gym 4 times a week for the last 7 years. And I still don't think I'm disciplined enough. Because there's always something bigger you can do, something more challenging, a bigger mission. You look at David Goggins. If you compare yourself to him, the gap is huge. I can guarantee if you were to speak to him, he's still trying to become more disciplined. He's still setting bigger goals because that keeps him in his masculine energy. It's more than just building the body, bro. It's about building discipline. And what's an actionable step for you right now to maybe make you a little bit more disciplined than your current self? It can be as little as, are you making your bed every morning? Because if you're not, bro, pause the video, make your bed. You haven't done it for like the past year. Discipline is doing something which you don't really want to do because you're feeling like all these emotions like laziness. But you say to yourself, I'm just going to do it anyways because I know it's the right thing to do. Start getting the hang of that. Made your bed for a week straight. Okay, now you're probably going to set yourself a bigger goal. Let's go to the gym once a week. As uncomfortable as it's going to be, as awkward as I'm going to feel lifting the weights, as sore as I'm going to be, I know that when I can get past that first session, as painful and as much discipline as it's going to take from me, it's only going to become easier and easier and easier. And heck, I might even start to enjoy it. Because right now, bro, I can confidently say to you, the gym does not require discipline for me. I am smiling right now at the fact that after I finish recording this video, I'm going to go to the gym and go smash legs, pendulum squats, barbell RDLs, leg extensions, hip abductors, calf raises. I'm going to smash it. And you're probably going to see some clips of it because I'm going to chuck them on this YouTube video. That's the gym for me. And heck, in return, it's helped build this aesthetic body, which, yeah, people find attractive. You want to attract girls, okay. You want to become more masculine, okay. Build the body. 8 to 12 rep range. There's tons of free education out there nowadays. You probably watch all of Sam Sulek's videos. So no, I'm not the guy who's going to teach you everything about what you need to do in the gym. 8 to 12 reps. 2 hard sets of... Bro, that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to motivate you. To get yourself to start taking more action. For educating yourself more about the gym. You know how much of a smile it puts on my face knowing that I helped someone get his ass in the gym? Read a book. Read the same book I read. That makes me feel so much more masculine because it feels like I've made a positive impact on the world. Your actionable step for this lesson, buy that gym membership. Habit number 5, speak to beautiful women. You do know the more comfortable you can get speaking to the opposite sex, you will naturally become more masculine. And I know a cold approach can be one of the most daunting things on the planet. But ask yourself this question. Would you rather live with the feeling of regret or rejection? Imagine you're walking outside at the park and some 10 out of 10 walks past you that you're clearly attracted to. There's a version of you who will say, you know what? I don't want to feel this feeling of regret. I want to at least know if I'll get rejected or not. You get rejected, but that still makes you feel more masculine because you had the balls to do it. The other version of you who just copes, makes excuses, says, oh, I'll cold approach the next girl, oh, the next one, the next... He never progresses. He always pushes things back. He's not intentional with his actions. Over the course of a year, who's going to be more masculine? The guy who's embraced rejection and spoken to the opposite sex? Or the guy who doesn't? Over time, the more you do it, the more mistakes you make, the more lessons you'll learn. What if I was to tell you that right now you're only 10 cold approaches away from attracting that 10 out of 10 feminine, gorgeous girl? Brother, you get off your ass and just start running to every girl you see because you know the deadline. That's a very logical way of looking at it, but I think it will serve you a lot. And just know that speaking to the opposite sex, despite getting rejected, it's not inherently a bad thing. It's a positive that you had a conversation with someone. And believe it or not, bro, everyone or majority of people are genuine and will respect the fact that you did approach them. It's literally a law of human behavior. We all love validation. When you're going up to someone, you're literally validating them. So it's like they actually want more. People want more people to approach them. How crazy is that? It's human behavior. So you're not doing anything wrong if you just genuinely show respect and kindness. Don't think it's creepy or don't think you're breaking some law. So please, your actual step for this lesson, you have 1 day. Actually, I'll give you a bit of space. You have 1 week to... No, actually, you know what? You have 1 day. You have 1 day to cold approach 2 girls. And I want you to leave in the comments how they went. Did you get rejected? Did you get their Instagram? Did you... Whatever happened, let me know in the comments. Habit number 6, semen retention. What if I was to tell you it's not just about abstaining from the action? It's about mastering your impulses and using that energy in other areas of your life. But just realize that every single time you do beat the meat, you're pretty much saying to the future version of yourself, you know what, future Adrian, I'm stealing your energy, I'm stealing your masculinity, and you are going to be more of a bitch because what I'm doing right now is a bad habit and it's not going to affect me now. If anything, it's going to make me feel kind of good now. But future you, I'm sorry, I'm going to indulge in comfort. That is nofap or fapping explained. Think of the version of you who faps every single day over the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Is he going to be more masculine? We all know it will make you soft, tired, lethargic, weak. Now think of the version of you who abstains from this action, who says, you know what? I do feel this urge, but I'm not going to do it and I'm going to try to do something more productive. And then I'm actually going to feel better knowing I abstained from that impulse. You know when there's like dessert in front of you and you really, really want to eat it, but then you don't eat it because you care about your diet? How good do you feel after you neglected that impulse? You feel like, oh my God, yes, future Adrian is now not going to have that extra body fat. It's the same thing with fapping, bro. I'm not saying no fap's easy. It's fucking hard and you're gonna get impulses. It's normal. But imagine the version of you who says boom, 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 boom. You neglect all those impulses because you're not letting them control you. You are the masculine, intentional man. Habit number 7, stand up straight with your shoulders back. I hate to say it, bro, but right now you've probably been watching this video with your posture like this. Head hunched forward, shoulders rolled over, lower back caved in. Pathetic. Your posture's pathetic, bro. Seriously. Why are you just playing video games for 8 hours like this? You look sluggish. You look, I hate to say it, not important. You look weak. Your body language is your first impression. When people look at you, you don't even need to say a word and they can just tell if you're high status masculine or low status weak. Just from how you carry yourself. And it's funny because, bro, maybe you're just unaware of this whole time and you can change it just like that. Obviously, yeah, some gym exercises like working on your posterior chain, your back muscles, your hamstrings, your glutes will properly fix it. But right now, you can be intentional. You can say, you know what, Adrian? I have been walking around like this for most of my life. I'm going to start to remind myself daily, shoulders back, head up high, chest proud, and just walk like I own it, like I am the man. And yeah, it might feel different at first and I might feel a bit awkward, but over time, the more I start to fake it, almost like fake it till you make it, I will start to actually be like him. Because the only reason why I am the man I am today is because I've acted this certain way. That is how an identity is formed. So how else do you think to become more masculine when you're walking around like this? You need to start having this, bro. Upright, not hunched. Do you think I record all of these videos like this? Or do you think I'm in my chair, shoulders back, chest up, head up high, looking at the camera? That's what good body language is. What's a book which can help you learn more about body language, which I read last year? I highly recommend reading The Dictionary of Body Language by Joe Navarro. This book taught me everything I needed to know about body language, moving my hands when I speak, controlling my tone. When I'm nervous, okay, don't bite my nails, because little stuff like that. It taught me a lot. And I was really just unaware of most of the stuff. And the sooner I became aware of it, the sooner I became more confident and masculine. Finally, habit number 8, which I think is the most important one, it is improving your mental health. Your mental health is the foundation for everything. Right now, you can listen to all the previous habits, but you're probably not going to be consistent just because of you have really, really bad mental health. Maybe bad parents, bad friends, and I hate to say it, bro, but your phone, social media, instant gratification, brain rot, that has fried your mental health and made you a whole lot less present, made you constantly compare yourself, made you feel insecure because you're always seeing someone better you than this or this or this. It's really frying your brain. How did I improve my mental health? Because it's something I used to struggle with severely back in the years of 2022, 2023. I started practicing mindfulness and meditation, and also made an intention that, okay, I need to reduce my screen time as well, because that was majority of the shitness I was feeling. Practice mindfulness, get off your phone, and surround yourself with positive people. You're in control of all of those things. You decide if you're going to go on your phone. You decide the people you're going to hang out with. Start to be more intentional with who you spend the most time with. These friends or these friends. Start to meditate for 10 minutes. Embrace the emotions you're feeling. Start to clear up your brain. How much do you think your mental health will improve from these 3 actions? And then how much more consistent will you be with all of the other habits I mentioned in this video? It all starts in the mind, bro. And yes, I'm not saying to neglect therapy. Therapy is also a really positive way of improving your mental health. Personally, it's not something which I did. I did just do the individual, more self-accountability way of doing things like dopamine detox, meditating, get off my phone. But you can do the same, bro. You can do the work. You can beat the system, and you will do whatever it takes to become the man you're meant to be. Because at the end of the day, bro, you're not doing this for anyone else. No one's validation. No one's appreciation. You're just doing it for you. Because when you hop on self-improvement, when you start to see the progress you make day after day, week after week, month after month, you become addicted. You love the grind. You realize that this whole time, if you were to start embracing delaying gratification and neglect instant gratification, it was only a matter of time till you become your true self. I know deep down you have that masculine side of you. It's just been suppressed through everything I've said in this video. You are masculine, and you need to say to yourself, I'm going to do whatever it takes to become my most manly, rugged, masculine self, because I know that then I will be fulfilling my purpose, my true essence, the reason why I was born on this planet. These habits aren't just for show, they're a roadmap to becoming the best man you can be. Start now and don't let anything hold you back. Get to work. I hope this video motivated or educated you. Make sure to click the like button and also that little bell icon. It'll kind of like remind you when I do upload these types of videos, and you can watch them and educate yourself as soon as humanly possible. I've also just recently started my free Discord community group where we talk about self-improvement, we talk about becoming more masculine, the books we've read, relationships, looks maxing, all of that stuff. It's in my free Discord community. That will also be the first link in the description. Do the work, bro, and I'll see you in the next video.